Hey guys, it is ALIN, King of Cards, back with another video on the channel, and this video is going to be a follow-up for my last video in which I posted a Trickstar deck profile. Today we're going to be doing a Trickstar combo tutorial, going over a 1-card combo, a 2-card combo, and then just looking at some test hands. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. So for the first combo, we're just going to use our 1 copy of Trickstar Candina. We're going to normal summon Candina and activate her effect, adding Trickstar Light Stage from our deck to our hand. We're then going to activate it using its effect to add Trickstar Hoodie from our deck to our hand. Then we're going to link Candina into Trickstar Cold Sheikah, and we're going to special summon Hoodie to the zone Cold Sheikah points to. You'll have to forgive my botched zones. I'll move everything down a bit, shall I? Then we're going to link Hoodie into Trickstar Bloom and use Hoodie's graveyard effect to add Trickstar Fusion. Activating Trickstar Fusion to use those two to summon Trickstar Dramatis. On summon, Dramatis is going to add Trickstar Festival from our deck to our hand. We're then going to activate Festival, summoning 2 tokens, which I'm not going to do because we're going to link them off. And then we'll link them off into Trickstar Noble Angel. Noble Angel on summon effect we're going to use to add Maiden of Blue Tears, which we will then set. And then we will end our combo by using Noble Angel to revive our copy of Trickstar Candina, and then we will use Trickstar Fusion to banish, Fusion, to banish and add Trickstar Hoodie back to hand for next turn. So on the end board here we have Maiden of Blue Tears, which is a pop and burn. We have Light Stage, which burns 200 extra every burn. We have Dramatis, which can make one of their attacks 0 when they take burn damage. And we have Noble Angel, which can pop on burn. And then we have Candina, which burns 200 every time they activate a spell. So this is 400 every time they activate a spell. We have Maiden of Blue Tears to pop and burn one of their things. We have Hoodie for follow-up to special summon. And then we have Noble Angel, which is a pop, and Dramatis, which is make attack 0. This end board is super strong. It's got a lot of versatile follow-up. It's got versatile interrupts, it's got follow-up for next turn. I really do think that Trickstar is in a really good spot at the moment, and that's really helped by the new cards, Hoodie and Maiden of Blue Tears and Dramatis. But yeah, that's just a little combo that's the best 1-card combo you can have in the deck, so you really need to learn this combo. It ends on a really versatile end board, and if you do want the deck profile for this combo list, then make sure to go look at my last video so you understand a bit of the ratios, I guess. And without further ado, let's get into combo number 2. So next we're going to be doing the staple 2-card combo that is Festival plus Hoodie. Now that is all you need for this combo. You do not need any discards or anything. So you're going to start the combo by activating Festival to summon 2 tokens, which I'll just represent like that because you're immediately going to link one of the tokens into a copy of your Trickstar Cold Sheikah. Then you're going to take the Hoodie in your hand and special summon it to Cold Sheikah zone and use its link it away into Bloom, where you will use its effect to add Trickstar Fusion. Now you're going to activate the Trickstar Fusion, fusing the Cold Sheikah and the Bloom into Dramatis. You need to keep this token on the board, so make sure you don't use that. You're then going to activate Dramatis effect on summon to add Light Stage from deck to hand, activating the Live Stage in order to add Candina. Then you're going to normal summon Candina because you did not use your normal summon. You special summoned the Hoodie from hand and summon the tokens with the Festival. And then on Candina normal summon, you're going to add Live Stage. You're then going to activate Live Stage, and Live Stage is a brilliant card. So if you control a Trickstar Link monster, you can special summon a Trickstar token. That's the important effect we're going to be looking at here. We're going to activate the Live Stage, and we're actually going to hold off on that effect for now because we're going to summon our copy of Trickstar Noble Angel using those 2. Then we're going to use Noble Angel's effect on summon to add our Maiden of Blue Tears from deck to hand. So again, we've got that pop. We're then going to use Noble Angel's effect to revive the Dramatis that we linked off. Then we're going to activate the Live Stage effect to summon the token. And then we're going to link off the tokens because they're both level 1s. We're going to link off both tokens into Trickstar Diviridis. Then we're going to set the Maiden of Blue Tears and end our turn. Now, something I should have said, off the Live Stage, when you activate it, you can choose to add Hoodie back to hand for follow-up. So I'm just going to do that, but that has to be on activation, so I did miss timing there. So yeah, that is kind of the staple 1-card and 2-card combo. This board's brilliant. It's the same as the other one. You've got Noble Angel for the pop, Dramatis for the lose attack. You've got Maiden of Blue Tears, which is a pop and burn. Then you've got Hoodie in hand for follow-up. The difference on this board is that you do have the Divardis, which is a burn every time they normal or special summon. So that's really strong. It also burns on summon. However, you don't have the light stage boosting your burn, which is problematic, but this card is brilliant as it summons a token when your opponent controls a spell or trap, and if you control a Trickstar. So it's really versatile. It gives you loads of follow-up, and this is a really important combo you're going to need to know as a Trickstar player. Now let's get on to some test hands. Right, so how this section of the video is going to work is I'm just going to do some test hands and we're going to see what I can do. And I'll kind of talk you guys through it, tell you what my game plan is, and we'll just take it from there. Right, so let's look at our first hand. One copy of Trickstar Lycoris, an Imperm, Call by the Grave, Hoodie, and an Aqua Angel. Okay, right, so I think we should be fine with this hand. So first I'm gonna probably yeah, I mean, I am going to have to do it. I'm going to have to normal summon the Aqua Angel, unfortunately. And then I'm going to link it away into a copy of Trickstar Colchica. Then I'm going to use Aqua Angel's effect, which will allow me to look at my opponent's hand. So that's a super strong effect already. Complete Knowledge. And then, depending on what they've got, that is, I'm going to special summon Trickstar Hoodie. Obviously, we do have Call by the Grave for any hand traps, but we are worried with this combo about Nibiru. Then we're going to link away Hoodie into our Trickstar Bloom, and then use Hoodie's effect to add from our deck to our hand a copy of Trickstar Fusion. We're then going to activate Fusion on those two into our copy of Ban Dramatis, and activate Dramatis effect on summon to add Trickstar Festival from deck to hand. Oops, send that to grave. There we go, Festival. Then we're going to use Festival to summon 2 tokens, so I'll just do that. Then what are we going to do? Yeah, go on. I'll link away the tokens. Oh, yeah, I'll link away the tokens into our Noble Angel and use Noble Angel's effect on summon to add our Maiden of Blue Tears again. Then I'm going to set Maiden of Blue Tears. Then I'm going to use Noble Angel and we're going to revive the copy of Trickstar Hoodie. Finally, I'm going to bounce the copy of Trickstar Hoodie to summon Lycoris. We're going to set 2, and we're going to pass. So that's a decently strong end board already. We've got a burn 200 every time they add a card from their deck to their hand, which in the current format is going to be a lot. We've got Noble Angel, which is a pop and a pop when they burn. We've got Ban Dramatis to make attack 0. We've got Maiden of Blue Tears to pop and burn, and then we've got Hoodie in hand for follow-up. So this is a decently strong board, and then 2 other non-engine interrupts, so that's decently strong. I'm just thinking about something real quick. If I had instead earlier, yeah, so maybe instead of adding the off Dramatis, instead of adding Festival, I could have added Light Stage. Oh no, but we've already normal summoned, so no, that was as far as this combo could go. Okay, that's a shame. Still a pretty decent end board though. There's a lot of follow-up, lots of general interrupt. That's the kind of combo that would stop most decks in their tracks, to be honest, but obviously being wary of hand traps is important. Nibiru, that's why we like to get the Aqua Angel off early to look at our opponent's hand and get complete knowledge of the game and of what's going on. It's just a brilliant card, getting to know everything in your opponent's hand. It means if they activate Fualos, you can look at their hand and then go, well, they don't have anything right now, so I'm just going to pass and then I can carry on next turn. Or they activate Fualos and you go, oh, they've got a really strong hand. Okay, I need to keep playing so that I can stop this next turn. It's a really helpful card, especially in today's format with Fualos as a possible card. So I really would recommend the 3 of Aqua Angel like I'm running. Right, let's look at our second hand. We've got Aqua Angel again, Ghost Ogre, Lycoris, and Candina. Okay, this is a beautiful hand. We're going to have a lot of fun here. So we're going to start by normal summoning Candina and activating Candina's effect. And here's where the Lycoris come in. Say they activate Imperm, target the Candina. You can Lycoris chain 1, target Candina. But then they activate Effect Veiler. So you Lycoris chain 2, target Candina. So then they both summon, Candina's bounced, and then Candina resolves, adding from our deck to our hand our copy of where is it? Trickstar Light stage. Now they've only got 3 cards in hand as well, so that's perfect. We're going to activate our Light stage and use Light stage to add from deck to hand our copy of Trickstar Hoodie. Then we're going to summon our Aqua Angel. So now they're taking 400 every time they draw as well. So if they've activated a Mulcharmy, they're going to pay for it here. We're going to link away our copy of Aqua Angel into Trickstar Cold Chica. Just put it there so you can see it. And activate Aqua Angel's Graveyard Effect, looking at the last 3 cards in their hand. So now we know what they've got left. We can kind of play around that. If we know they've got Nibiru, we can maybe be a bit more careful. If we know that they don't really have anything, we can go on our full combo rampage. It also means that because we activated the Lycoris, I probably would have done that anyway, because now we have Candina in hand for follow-up, which is super strong. Right, next we're going to activate Hoodie, special summoning the Hoodie there, and we're going to link Hoodie into Bloom. Obviously we're going to use Hoodie's Graveyard Effect to add Trickstar Fusion, which we'll then use fusing these two into Trickstar Band Dramatis. I know my field is a bit smaller than the 5 zones, obviously, but I'm accommodating that just because I don't have a mega money set up. Obviously, I'm just a new Yugi tuber. Maybe when I get a few more subs, I'll invest in that, but not yet. Band Dramatis effect, we're going to activate adding Trickstar Festival. I was considering the live stage here to add some stuff from Graveyard and then summon the token, but I think Festival is purely better at this point to get the extra bodies on board. Just going to widen it a bit for the Festival. Okay, then I'm going to activate my copy of Trickstar Festival, summoning 2 tokens, so it's there and there. But I'm then going to link those 2 tokens away, like usual, into the Trickstar Noble Angel. And probably move those down a bit. Now I'm going to activate Noble Angel on summon, adding the Maiden of Blue Tears again, which I'll keep in my hand for now. Here's where I've got choices that differ from usual. I'm going to use Noble Angel to res the Hoodie for now. But now I've got extra bodies on board, I think that I can go into my Diviridis even without... Now the important thing to note about Diviridis, if you are playing this deck, is that it requires 2 level 3 or lower Trickstars, which is why I did not choose to revive my Aqua Angel. That's level 4, so the combo wouldn't have worked if I had done that. Seeing as I haven't, I can use one of my Lycoris and one of my Hoodie to summon the Diviridis, and now I can activate its effect on summon to inflict 200 damage to my opponent. If they had managed to summon something on my turn, like a Bestial for example, I could now trigger this to pop the Bestial, trigger that to make its attack 0, whatever I want. They do take 400 because of the light stage, but then we're going to set the Maiden, and we are going to pass our turn. So what does this board do for us? So we've got Diviridis, which is going to give them 400 every time they summon a normal or special summon a monster. We've got Lycoris, which is going to burn them 400 every time they add a card from their deck to their hand. We've got a pop when we burn, and because we're burning so much off of these 2 cards, we can basically pop a card on their field whenever we want. We've also got this to burn and destroy a card on their field, which is super strong. We've got Ghost Ogre, which is another pop, and we've got Candina for follow-up, as well as Hoodie Engrave off of the Noble Angel. So this is a super strong end board, and all of that off of one hand. I mean, that is brilliant. I really do love Lycoris as a card for those reasons that I've just shown you, but there are times you're going to need to be careful in that combo. I mean, maybe save one of the Lycoris in case they try and negate the Band Dramatis. However, you do... That is something important, I would say, actually. You don't want a Lycoris on the Dramatis, unless you require the Dramatis to go through. For example, there, if the Dramatis couldn't have gone through, I could have used the 2 Lycoris to summon the Noble Angel instead. And yes, I would have lost a Lycoris, but the combo still would have gone through. Whereas if I'd bounced the Dramatis, you then wouldn't have been able to activate Noble Angel, as it requires a fusion monster to be on the field. So, I mean, it's Trickstar Fusion to be in your field or grave. So, yeah, that is probably one of the strongest test hands we're going to be able to do with this deck. There are loads more that you can do. Obviously, there are the burn combos with Holy Angel if you do draw loads of your special summons, but I don't really like going for the burn combos because they can often be requiring you to use your entire extra deck, use everything on the first turn, and if you get hand traps, you do lose. Whereas this ends on quite a strong end board, stable end board for the next turn, and really sets you up for success. So I would really recommend doing this over trying to burn for game. Even though Trickstar can, I just wouldn't. I mean, they're already taking 400 every time they draw, 400 every time they're normal or special. It's not like they're going to be doing much in their turn anyway. So this is also really strong against Malice, obviously, because they need to pay life points to add their things from their deck to hand, activate their effects. So this is a really strong combo against them anyway. But yeah, I think that is one of the strongest combos we're going to be able to achieve with Trickstar. But yeah, guys, that has been my Trickstar combo tutorial for 2025 post-Alliance Insight. I hope you did enjoy. If there are any queries you have, do let me know in the comments, or any tips and tricks you want to know with the deck. I can definitely help out if you leave those below. But I am considering maybe taking this deck to locals. I could film some of those games and post them on here if you'd like to see that. Just let me know what you want to see in the comments. Also, if you did enjoy this video and want to see more from me, make sure to like and subscribe. I have been Arlecchino, King of Cards. See you later. Bye-bye.